8 o'clock on this Wednesday morning, July 22nd. Thank you for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
And I'm Dan Schrack. We've got a lot coming your way over the course of the next 2 hours, but first, a look at some of the news you need to know.
Stephanie Joseph is live in the newsroom. She has a look at some of our headlines this morning. Steph?
Hey there, guys. We do begin with breaking news in Webster. Crews battling an early morning fire at Bauman's Farm Market and greenhouses. Traffic is now moving on Plank Road. Our Chris Lopez has been live all morning. He joins us now with the very latest. Chris.
Hey, Steph. Yeah, we've been here now for a few hours monitoring this situation. There is still a pretty heavy fire department presence here. There are multiple firefighters here still shooting out or putting out hot spots that are still burning right now with that fire. They seem to be centered around one of the buildings that I saw. It does appear to be that greenhouses are mostly affected by this. I saw two from my vantage point. They do seem to be either completely destroyed or mostly destroyed. And the images you are looking at right now show the firefighters' efforts in putting this out. Dozens of firefighters on scene this morning, as well as first responders that were here. There were also multiple aerial ladders that were used to get above the structure to spray down at the fire. And this is a family-run farmers market. I mean, it's been around since 1908. This is a place that I would do a feature at. They do fry cakes. They grow their own produce. They have tons of different snacks. So this would be a fun morning for me. But unfortunately, parts of it have burned down. The family did release a statement on social media. They state, "Our hearts are heavy, but we are incredibly grateful for what matters most. Everyone is safe. Right now, we are taking things one step at a time and assessing what comes next. We appreciate your patience as we work through the days ahead, and we'll share updates as we are able." They got a lot of response from the community about that post. A lot of people saying they are heartbroken to hear this and asking when will they be back open for business. I'm sure that information will come in the next few days. And as of right now, we don't know how this fire started. That info will come out probably later today. If there is an investigation, though, that will probably take weeks, if not a few months, to learn how this fire started exactly. And as of now, most of the roads are open, but there is a section of 5 Mile Line Road that is closed. That is northbound, and that's really just the entrance heading into Bauman's Farm Market. Back to you in studio for now.
Certainly heartbreaking for that family. Our Chris Lopez live for us in Penfield. Chris, thank you. Now to a preliminary hearing expected today for the man accused of attacking a teenage girl with a machete last week. Court paperwork says 44-year-old Stephen McFadden Sanchez allegedly attacked the 16-year-old inside a home on St. Paul Street last Friday. We're told she is expected to survive. McFadden Sanchez is facing charges of attempted murder and assault. Also today, the former head of the Webster Police Department will appear in court for arraignment on prostitution-related charges. 68-year-old Gerald Pickering was one of 6 people arrested following a prostitution detail on Lyle Avenue earlier this month. He was charged with patronizing a person for prostitution. Happening tonight, Henrietta residents can have their voice heard on the future of data centers in the town. Tonight's public hearing will be about changes to the town code, which would regulate the location of any proposed data centers and require construction to include improvements to town services. Tonight's hearing is at 6 at Henrietta Town Hall. And that's what you need to know.
All right, Steph, thank you.
We appreciate it. Now let's get a check of today's forecast this Wednesday morning. Today's going to be much cooler out there than what we've experienced over the past several weeks. Meteorologist Marty Snyder here tracking temps today. Only breaking 70 degrees, Marty.
Yeah, and that's it, just by a little bit. Really not much of an increase in temperatures today. Kind of a cool afternoon for this time of year. Even as you look outside right now, you can see that cloud cover holding a little break on the horizon there. But also we've been watching a few showers that have been passing by, mainly right along the lakeshore. The bulk of the activity is well to our east. A lot of that's over in the eastern half of New York State. But you can see there's one little band that's been hovering very close to the lakeshore, drawing eastward. So still that chance is there for an isolated shower, but a very different day than yesterday. It's not going to be any widespread rain or anything like that, but it is going to be a cooler day than what we have been seeing. No severe weather today. That's some good news there with these cooler temperatures in place, but mainly near 60 for a lot of the numbers to start the day. We'll be within a couple degrees of 70 heading into the afternoon. Tonight down to 53 for a low, so we clear out overnight. That's going to allow those temperatures to really tumble back down pretty well. We'll add another 5 degrees tomorrow, add another 5 into Friday, so some steady increases there. 81 for Friday. Into Saturday and Sunday, mid-80s for highs, but that risk of a couple showers and thunderstorms does increase by late weekend and early next week. But otherwise, once we get rid of the few showers that are out there now, it looks pretty dry for the rest of the week with slightly milder temperatures as we head through the next few days.
You know, nice little break for those who don't have air conditioning.
Yeah, very true. It has been pretty hot, humid, those kinds of things. So yeah, it is a little bit of a break from that, especially tonight with that low of 53.
Listen, windows open, maybe a nice heavy blanket on. Good sleeping weather.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Hey, let's get a look at what we've got brewing for the next 2 hours, starting with a Tony-nominated classic coming to Rochester starting this weekend. This morning, we're taking you behind the curtain of the Ensemble Theatre Company's upcoming production of The Dresser. We're going to sit down with cast and crew to learn more about the show.
Then we're continuing our preview of the upcoming Rochester Veg Fest. The team from Moonshadow Kitchen will join us with a look at some of their award-winning plant-based favorites and how they're putting a gluten-free twist on vegan cooking.
And later, if you're still hoping to squeeze in one more summer vacation, now might be the perfect time to book. Our travel expert, Janine Tornator, is joining us this morning with some of the best late summer destinations and why this could be the time of year for the sweet spot for travelers. Where are we going?
Anywhere.
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't have like a specific destination in mind?
Well, I mean, yes. Like, I have places that I want to go, but just for the sake of the summer, like, let's go
Let's just go anywhere?
Anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pack your bag, babe.
Why not, right?
Let's get out of town. Hey, don't go anywhere because when Arc Rochester returns, we are going off the top this Wednesday.
And we are streaming. You can join us on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
Feeling
Is that music usually playing?
always?
I think we're usually talking over it.
That's probably what it is. That's a bop.
It's jazzy.
It is. Hey, let's go off the top at 8:10 and start with some of the things that have piqued our interest. I'm going to start things off today, and for my off the top this morning, I want to ask a question. Have you ever dropped something like your phone in the toilet? Yes, no, maybe. You just don't want to admit it. Now imagine that happens at a porta potty. But instead of a phone, it's a bottle of soda. Are you reaching in to get it? I'll answer for all of the sane people out there. No, absolutely not. Well, earlier this month, that exact situation led to one of the crazier rescues first responders ever faced in Kansas City. This happened on July 14th at a FIFA World Cup watch party in Kansas City. Patriot Portable Restrooms supplied the units for that event. When a driver showed up to collect them, he knocked on one that was locked, and somebody answered saying they were still in there. He said, all right, wrap it up. You got 10 minutes. When he came back, well, nobody was at the door. But then a head popped out of the toilet, like the world's worst game of whack-a-mole in a porta potty. This guy had climbed into the holding tank, the part underneath the seat, to retrieve a Mountain Dew bottle that he'd dropped in there. This happened the night before. He went in after a soda bottle, friends.
Oh my God.
He got stuck in there for 8 hours. Kansas City firefighters showed up and they did what they always do. They got to work, except this time, instead of cutting through a car, they were cutting through a plastic outhouse. They used electric saws, their full extraction toolkit, on a porta potty, all because somebody decided that Mountain Dew was worth 8 hours in a full waste tank. When they got him out, no, full-grown man, full-size human being, McLean. You talk loud over there. You think you're quiet. You're not. The firefighters, well, they rinsed him off with water from one of their trucks, which really tells you everything you need to know about how deep this guy had gone into that toilet. The porta potty cost $800 to replace. The man, thankfully, was not injured, but his identity has not been released, which, I mean, I get. If I had just spent 8 hours in a waste tank chasing a soda bottle, I wouldn't want people knowing about it either. But something tells me there is more to this story that we are not being told. And I really hope this guy gets the help he needs, because what he did was not reasonable.
No.
Anyone firing on all cylinders,
Or cinders.
does not dive into the tank of a porta potty. The firefighters deserve a lot of credit here. They showed up, they worked the problem, and based on the video that I saw, they didn't laugh at this guy.
I should hope not.
Well, you hope not, but you arrive on scene and there's, hi, I'm stuck in here.
It would be hard.
Exactly. It would be hard to keep a straight face. Kansas City Fire Battalion Chief Riley Nolan said it best. They don't see this every day. Some things are not worth the retrieval. A soda bottle was not worth 8 hours in a tank full of human waste. Your phone is not worth
Nope.
a dive in a porta potty.
Nope.
Sometimes you just have to write these things off and move on. But this guy decided the Mountain Dew was worth it, and that is a decision that the Kansas City Fire Department will probably remember forever.
I want to know what was in the Mountain Dew bottle. I don't think it was soda.
Well, listen, I don't
don't-
think it was soda. Something tells me coming up with the idea of the Mountain Dew bottle was, oh, there's a Mountain Dew bottle in here. I'm going to say that that's what I was in here after.
You're probably not wrong.
I think there's something nefarious going on here. I think he might have been after something that was illegal that he may have dropped in there.
Speculation, of course.
Speculation, of course. And then he climbed in and got stuck. But again, okay, so here's the real question. And I just thought of this.
Yep.
Here's the real question.
Okay.
You got a wad of cash.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
How much cash do you have? McLean, you weigh in here too. How much cash do you, accidentally have to drop into that porta potty to reach in and get it? Not dive in, not go in and spend 8 hours, but reach in and pull out. How much, what is the number on that bill?
Have,
You're legally required to report more than $20 if you find it in New York State.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? I'm so glad you have a legal education. What's your answer?
It would be a substantial amount of money.
How much is substantial?
It's got to be more than $100. Yeah. Bye-bye.
So $100,
Probably more.
$1.50.
this is horrible.
How about
I don't
you?
even think we can hear Mark. Okay, question. Have I found this money? Like, okay, I didn't get it out of my account. It was given to me, and I'm like, great, spending money. And then I drop it? Or is it like, I'm going to be out this amount of money?
No, it's your money. I don't know if you earned it, if it was a birthday gift from your mom. I don't know where you got the money, my friend.
Either way, I'm not going in.
No.
Sorry, I can't.
For no amount of money.
I can't. I'd get my husband to do it.
Do you think he would?
Yeah.
What would be his amount?
He's probably watching. I really have no idea. I don't.
Ashley, what's your amount?
I mean, times are tough. If I drop $100, I'm probably gonna pick it up.
See, that's
How
what
far
I
deep
think
in do
too.
I have to go?
You don't have to go deep. It fell right in. It's on the top pile.
It's got to be at least a Benji.
I can't. It's actually, like, porta potties are my biggest fear. I am not even kidding.
Why?
Because I'm so scared that I'm going to get stuck in there or somebody's going to tip it over or, like, a natural disaster will occur and I'll be stuck in there.
I got to tell you guys a story.
I don't want to know the story, Mark. I don't. It's not an irrational fear.
I
It is
want
something that could
to
happen.
know your answer at home. How much money do you have to drop in that tank of a porta potty?
Put it on weather trivia.
Yes, put your answer in weather trivia. How much cash do you have to drop in there to reach your hand in and retrieve? You don't have to touch anything. The bill landed and you're just going like this, boop, pulling it out. And you're going to take it and, I don't know, wash it somewhere or...
Or not wash it.
No, you'll wash it.
No, that'd be more fun.
I'm going to go $500.
Wow! I'll get Rich Abigail over here.
I don't actually have the money.
Listen, I'm...
You think,
Put a glove on.
do I have access to the glove?
You don't have an access to a glove. You're...
If I drop the money, I won't tell anyone it's in the porta potty. I can go to the store, grab a glove, and go pick up my $100 bill.
Ashley,
Listen,
people are
I'm
gonna
actually
use it.
thinking I might change my answer to 50. I might do it for $50. I mean, it's $50.
It's
That's like a gallon of milk
Pride.
these days.
Swallow your pride.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone you did it. You never have to admit to it.
I tell you everything. The
I know,
first
but you
thing
don't
I
you
say.
don't have to tell me this.
Okay.
Oh,
Jeez.
that's good.
Jeff,
That's good.
that was good.
Yes. Yeah. Let us know in weather trivia. How much? How much?
I said 100.
100? 50? 20?
I'm saying 200.
200. Wow. Varying amounts. I want to know your thoughts.
Okay.
That took a lot longer than I planned on taking on this off the top.
That's
but
okay.
I think that was kind of a fun little game.
Yeah. A scary game to imagine,
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess
feel dirty.
fun for some. I need to shower. All right, we're gonna move along to mine. So I've never had to fire anybody, but I imagine that it's a pretty bad feeling all around for those who have been fired, who have to deal with it, and for those who actually have to do the firing.
Mm-hmm.
Because for the most part here, If we could scroll the prompter, thank you. I know that it's not necessarily easy when you have to be the one doing the firing. In cases where there's alleged wrongdoing, a lot of research goes into making that decision, right? Typically there's an investigation. There are warnings ahead of time. Sometimes there's like an improvement plan for an employee. So this story is pretty strange here. Ford employees in Michigan are claiming they were wrongfully fired over alleged thefts at self-checkout kiosks. It's not just one person. There are at least 4 assembly workers accused of stealing, fired, and then rehired after an investigation was conducted once they already lost their jobs. Is it a classic case of he said? It could be, but it really isn't. The first employee was fired after the company claimed he stole a package of cookies that cost $1.95. The 60-year-old 11-year veteran of the company says his blood sugar dropped while he was working an overnight shift. He bought the cookies at a self-checkout kiosk. The machine flashed red when he scanned the debit card, and after he scanned it again, the transaction appeared to go through. Well, he was fired based on the surveillance video. He was able to pull his bank statement showing the date and time of the purchase that went through and was approved. He provided it to Ford with a notarized copy. The company said, yeah, you can come back. They paid him $33,000 in back wages and offered him his job back. However, he did not accept. Then there was another plant employee accused of walking out of the break room with a bag of Doritos and Ritz crackers. He was also seen on camera scanning the 2 snacks, pulling out his debit card, tapping it to the machine, waiting for the transaction to process. These kiosks have been problematic in the past. He said everything was fine. An employee said many workers have gone to management with complaints that the machines double charged them, failed to process purchases, or just froze altogether. The company that makes the machine says it is looking into the problem. Ford also says it's committed to investigating the matter. My question is, why not conduct that investigation first before you completely upend somebody's whole world?
Mm-hmm. And then you're not being forced to pay them for unpaid labor or for labor that didn't happen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I agree 100%. You investigate. You don't say, oh, you're fired because we think you did X, Y, and Z, or the computer says you did X, Y, and Z, so we'll look later. Yeah. That's not how you run a sustainable business. Because again, now the company's out, had this guy taken it, the company'd be out 33 grand.
Yeah.
And they get nothing in return.
Exactly. It's very bizarre, no?
Totally. I would, and this was all at the same plant?
I believe 3 of them were at the same plant. One of them was at another plant in the South. I want to say it's Kentucky. It is Kentucky.
So I would reach out to whomever the vendor is for this POS, this point of sale, and I would inquire with them. But after I made that mistake the first time and fired that first employee and then realized, I guess we probably shouldn't have. Do you want your money back and your job back and all of that good stuff? I probably wouldn't have fired the second one right out of the gate. I probably would have said, maybe I should investigate first this time.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah.
It would. Common sense ain't so common, though.
No, not so much.
Also, the employee's been there for 11 years.
Well, right?
You're not going to take the employee's word. I'm going to take the veteran's word who's been on the job, who I don't have any
overnight shift.
Yeah, I don't have any other disciplinary reports on this guy, and again, he's been committed to the company for more than a decade. And I'm going to fire him over a cookie? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A bag of them.
A bag of Famous Amos? Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? And honestly, you're Ford. You're Ford Motor Company. Mm-hmm. You should be giving those Famous Amos cookies away. Why are your employees paying for snacks on the job like that? Really and truly. Really and true. That should be at least they're working overnight hours. They should get some sort of benefit. They probably get a pay differential, but they get free cookies too. It's not going to hurt your bottom line.
Hire Dan,
Honestly.
Ford Motor Company. He'd treat him right.
I'm driving a Van Bortle Subaru. Not buying Ford next go around, I'll tell you what. Hey, don't go anywhere. When ARC Rochester returns, it's time for our weather trivia.
We'll be right back with meteorologist Mark McLean. All right, welcome back. Meteorologist Mark McLean joining us now. Almost fall-like weather out there
Does
to
have
kick
that,
off the
does
day.
have that feel, right? You think late September when you walk out, you see the sky kind of gray out there. But you know what we're not going to have today?
I don't know.
Snow?
Tornadic thunderstorms.
Oh, great. Okay. Yes.
At one point yesterday afternoon, there was 4 tornado warnings east of Binghamton. So,
Wow.
You know, and the expectation was for there to be very strong thunderstorms, severe weather to the south of the New York-Pennsylvania border. So
That's going to be our question of the day.
it is. Yeah, see, you're onto me. You're onto me, the weather trivia. Okay, we're going to go with that theme. So if you're going to get a tornado in New York State, what month is it more likely? Is it May, June, July, or August? What month would have the highest chance or the highest frequency of tornadic thunderstorms?
Ooh.
Kind of an interesting one, right?
All right, I think I know,
Yeah.
actually.
And there's different variables in play usually for each one of those months. In May, it's that classic seasonal battle. You know, you get to this time of the year, of course, we get some strong and severe weather at times. But I think the answer is kind of interesting.
That seasonal battle for me usually starts in late October.
Yeah. And lasts
Get it?
for,
It lasts for 9 months.
it sure does.
I'm only happy right about now, and it'll go away soon.
You're happy now?
He's very
This is happy?
He's very happy, Dan,
Very happy, Dan.
who is not conditionally unstable.
Conditionally unstable.
Mildly aggressive, though, one might say.
You know, check this out, though. Let's, you know, speaking of the thunderstorms, yesterday we did have some wind damage reports. There's some from Gates and North Gates there. That's power lines down near Chili. Unfortunately, Victor, yeah, we had a tree across 490. It blocked a couple of lanes on the westbound ramp yesterday, and some flooding out in Niagara County. You know, out towards Spencerport, Brockport, the Doppler estimate was between a ½ inch and an inch. You go out to Niagara County, they had flash flood warnings during the afternoon yesterday. The Doppler estimate there was between 3 and 5 inches. Not a great day to be at the falls yesterday. And speaking of rain falling, now most of it's falling over the Gulf, which is good, but tracking the tropics, This is Bertha, and this is the latest update at 8 a.m. Winds around 50 miles per hour. Thankfully, where this storm is and where this storm is headed, it is not going to intensify in any great way. So it's just got too much interaction with land. Most of that heavy rain stays out over the Gulf, so that's going to keep areas along the Gulf.
It's just going to ride the coast like that?
That's it, and goes to, close to Houston and just kind of falls apart.
Wow.
Yeah, we had some showers that you could see on the wham cam on the right-hand side of your picture. You can't see them anymore. They were there about half an hour ago. Maybe we'll do a time lapse at 9. 61, west wind at 15, the dew point 54, but we're seeing them on the radar. There they are, just some sprinkles riding the shoreline of Lake Ontario out towards Wolcott, Sterling, into Cayuga County now, parts of Oswego County. The front that made its way through is now kind of drifting out of the picture. That's moving through eastern New York, and that's the reason when we started that you said you could feel the difference in the air today. This is a truly late summer, early fall kind of air that's coming out of Canada towards western New York. So that's going to continue for today. Tonight we'll see that sky clear a little bit, and then into Thursday and Friday there's large high pressure. That's going to move towards the Great Lakes and keep the weather nice and quiet, just the way you want it to end the work week. But gradually warmer, low 70s today. Honestly, there's just a lot of spots that probably will not get out of the 60s today. 76 for Thursday, 81 for Friday, and back to the mid-80s by the weekend. So the planning forecast, if you like clouds, you're going to love today. 68 degrees at lunchtime, low 70s at 4 o'clock tonight.
Wild.
Yeah, it's cooler. A mild July night. We were looking. The record low tonight is 48. Doesn't seem like a record, right? I mean,
No.
you think like, wow.
Is
record,
there
it must
a
be super cold.
possibility that we could see areas dip that low?
South of Rochester, if not tonight, maybe tomorrow night, with the clearing sky. We had one night last week where we woke up, some spots were in the upper 40s, but 5 degrees away from the record. 76 for Thursday, as mentioned, seasonable for Friday, back to the mid-80s for Saturday, Sunday. That chance for rain does increase Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but not in any great fashion. We'll have to track that as we get a little bit closer.
Friday and Saturday, though, looking pretty spectacular.
Yeah, and it's going to be nice for most of New England. The eastern parts of New York just clearing out.
But us.
Yeah, us. Western New York's fine. I'll be here. I'll be here with you guys in Good Day Rochester. We'll talk about it. Sunshine. And Dan Schrack weather. Mm-hmm. Back to the mid-80s. Back to the no complaint factory.
Love it.
Yes.
You can't wait for that.
I love it. The assembly line.
It shuts down.
Of hate weather that comes out of your mouth.
Good way to describe it.
Hate weather. All right, McLean.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. We still have much more to get to on Arc Rochester.
We're back right after this.
I wouldn't want to live in New York.
Hey, mic check 1, 2.
I love New York City though.
Okay.
But I wouldn't want to live
New York
there.
City, still work. My office is still part of New York City.
8:35 this Wednesday morning. Thanks for staying with us on ARC Rochester. We're still following that breaking overnight news. Crews battling a massive fire at a popular farmers market in Penfield.
Chris Lopez is live from Bauman's Farm Market and Greenhouses. That fire started early this morning. Chris?
Yeah, good morning, guys. We've been here since about 4:30. I believe that fire started before 3 a.m. There's still a pretty heavy fire presence here. They do have some demolition kind of like trucks out here. I think that's maybe to knock down some of the walls. And according to Bauman's website, as well as their social media, it appears to be their main market area where they sell all of their produce, all of their flowers, all of their food seems to be completely gutted. That is according to them and their website. Now we heard this, chatter over the scanner at about 2:30 this morning. This turned out to be a 2-alarm fire, and the images you're looking at right now show the firefighters' efforts in putting out this fire. There were dozens of firefighters here, as well as other first responders. There were multiple aerial ladders used to get above the structure to spray down at the fire and put it out. And this is a long-running, family-owned business. It's been around since 1908. And like I said, they sell produce, fry cakes, fudge, homegrown plants, etc. So it's very sad for the community to see this happen. They did release a statement on their website as well as on social media. And a part of it says, "Our hearts are heavy, but we are incredibly grateful for what matters most. Everyone is safe. Right now, we are taking things one step at a time and assessing what comes next. We appreciate your patience as we work through the days ahead, and we'll share updates as we are able." The family also tells us that most of those greenhouses, the greenhouses behind that market, are okay. And the important thing is that we know of right now, is that no one was injured in this fire. And as of right now, we don't know the cause of this fire. That information will probably come out later today. But if there's an investigation, it could take longer. Right now, all roads around this area are open except a section of 5 Mile Line Road, and that is really the entrance getting into Bauman's Farm Market. That section is closed off, but everything else is open. Guys, back to you in studio.
All right, Chris Lopez out there for us live all morning. Thank you, Lopez. We appreciate it.
We still have much more to get to here on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we're heading into the kitchen this Wednesday morning.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. ARC Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back after this.
right, it's time to get cooking this Wednesday morning. Tell them why, Dan.
Why, Abigail? Why, you ask? Because we've got the funk. Huh! Spatchcock funk. Huh! Today, they're showing us how to make a seasonal favorite of theirs. Take a look.
Spatchcock funk. We're gonna sail in the summer with zucchini battleships, baby.
I thought we weren't supposed to play with our food.
We're not. We're not. Hey, when Arc Rochester returns, we are looking ahead to the Ensemble Theatre Company's upcoming production that starts this weekend.
Yeah, much more coming up after this.
Have a seat.
Thank you so much for coming in
Oh,
today.
thank you for having us here.
When was the last time you were here?
Last year we came for The Lion in Winter.
That's right. Okay.
right.
Yep. Very
And
good.
since then we won 5 Broadway World Awards.
Oh, yes.
So,
That's wonderful. Congratulations.
thank you.
Oh, I see it.
Good. Hey, you look good.
All right, they're just grabbing a mic check. Can we have you guys just say your first and last name and your title for
Sure.
folks?
James Franklin.
And
Oh, Dresser. Is that what
you're playing Norman.
Fred Norman.
I have to tell him what he's playing.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm Kevin Shinnick, and I'm the director.
Perfect.
.8:48 this Wednesday morning. From the glitz and glamour of the stage to the chaos happening just behind the curtain, a critically acclaimed play is making its way to Rochester this week.
This morning, we're taking a closer look at The Dresser, the upcoming production from the Ensemble Theatre Company of New York. Joining us this morning, we have director Kevin Shinnick and cast member James Franklin. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Give us a little overview of The Dresser.
I loved your description. Why don't you describe it?
Oh, the family?
The family.
It's kind of out of a dysfunctional family, you could say.
Everybody's trying to win Sir's affection as they're putting on the show. There are people who are fighting among each other and all that, and yet with all the backstage drama, they're still trying to put on a good show.
And this is all playing out in front of the audience.
Exactly. It's sort of, I came up with basically King Lear meets the play that goes wrong.
Ah, okay. All right.
So anything that can go wrong probably does?
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
And who do you play in the show?
So I played Norman, the dresser to the star actor who we know as Sir, and he's the manager of the theater company, and I'm his right-hand man. And so Sir is the big star on stage, but in the backstage, in the dressing room, Norman is the leader. He's the star, I guess you could say. He's trying to keep everything running smoothly, keep everything together, keep Sir in line, and get Sir to do his performance of King Lear.
And are you just bad at your job and that's why everything goes wrong?
Well, that's a good question.
No, actually, he's the glue that's holding it together. It's like everything is falling apart around him, and he's pulling all the threads, trying to keep it together. Meanwhile, he's having his own personal crisis as well. So usually the drama backstage is more interesting than what's going on stage.
It kind of sounds like this place
does.
every morning.
It really, really does.
Well,
yeah.
and you should also know, Sir is kind of losing his mind. Right. So he's supposed to go on and do this great performance, and he probably shouldn't be, but
Yeah.
Norman has to somehow push him to get out there.
And plus, during all this, it's because it's set during World War II, there's a Nazi raid going on at the same time, just to make things a little more complicated.
Yeah.
Bombs.
Yeah.
For you, do you like playing the character? Do you like relate to him at all?
Oh yeah, when I first when he was advertising for the role, the role kind of attracted me because this is a guy he's a people pleaser. He wants everything to be lovely, and I could relate to that. I mean, I'm a high school teacher, and I want kids to get along and be happy. But I know realistically it's not always the case. It's not always going to happen. But Norman, he thinks he can make it work.
For an audience member, what can they, if they come and see the show, what can they expect to walk away feeling?
That's a good question. I think because every audience brings their own experience to it. But I think the gist of it is basically reminds us of our basic humanity. It's very funny, and then it's mixed with a lot of tragedy, and it alternates. And I think that's like what we go through every day in life. And that's, I think, the key point of the play, is to remind us of our common humanity and all that. We're all trying to enjoy life, trying to create and all that. And I think that's what comes out at the end.
Absolutely. For somebody who wants to see the show, when, where, how do they get tickets?
Good question. You can buy tickets at muccc.org, or you can buy tickets, walk up and buy tickets the night of the show. Starts this Friday. It'll run Saturday, Sunday. We have a matinee. Then next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Terrific. Thank you both so much for coming
thank
in.
you.
We really appreciate it. We'll make sure to post all the ticketing information and times on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning, so you can go if you know you want to go. You can go because you'll know where to go. foxrochester.com.
Yeah, right?
I think so.
Good.
I might have just had an aneurysm.
Okay.
I can't tell.
Or you were doing a scene from the play.
Yeah. Yes. I'm smelling toast.
Show must go on.
We have much more to get to here on Art Rochester.
Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break.
Amazing America 250, America Remembers, is sponsored by Prevagen.
NASA stands for science and discovery, but it was born out of something else entirely, the Cold War, and a race America was losing. You're looking at images of Sputnik, the first satellite to orbit Earth, a mission completed by the Soviet Union during the Cold War in 1957. That was a wake-up call for America. The Soviets were winning the space race.
I shall propose a program of action, a program that will demand the energetic support of not just the government, but every American.
So President Eisenhower went big, creating NASA in July of 1958. The agency opened for business that October. Nearly 1 year later, NASA introduced the first official astronauts, the Mercury 7. They became national heroes overnight, featured on Time magazine, even before one flight. NASA wasted no time launching the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo programs, helping America get to the moon first. In the decades since, NASA led the Space Shuttle program, helping to build the International Space Station. One of our next missions, return to the moon. For America Remembers, I'm Angela Brown for the National News Desk.
Amazing America 250, America Remembers, was sponsored by Prevagen.
Greetings. Where in the world? Can you hear me? Can I hear myself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. In today's political polls, President Trump is putting new 50% tariffs on some Canadian imports. I sit down with an expert to discuss the law the president is citing to enact the levies and the impact it could have on you. That's all coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. Ark Rochester returns after this.
Hello, mic check 1, 2. Hi, Chris.
Here's a neighbor or something saying how devastated they are.
Huh?
Are you guys doing news with him first?
We toss, I believe, to Steph, and then Steph toss. Nope, I'm lying. We are following breaking news this Wednesday morning. Crews battling an early morning fire at Bauman's Farm Market and greenhouses.
Chris Lopez is live at the scene for us this morning with the very latest. Chris, what can you tell us?
Hey, good morning, guys. We've been here now for probably almost about 5 hours monitoring this situation, and there's still a heavy firefighter presence. There are crews here that are putting out hot spots. That wasn't the case about 30 minutes ago. They have resumed doing that. There's also a demolition crew probably knocking down some of the walls of the damaged building from that fire. And from what the Bauman family said on their social media as well as their website, The main destruction appears to be at their main market, probably where they sell all of their goods. The images you're looking at right now show firefighters and their efforts putting this out. Dozens of firefighters were here throughout the morning, as well as first responders. There were multiple aerial ladders used to get above the structure to spray down at the fire and put it out. And this is a really long-running family-owned business. They've been around since 1908. They sell things like fry cakes, fudge, homegrown plants, etc. Just probably about 20 minutes ago, we spoke to a few residents of this Penfield community, and this is what they had to say.
So we came from downstate, we're in New York City, and we lived out on Long Island, and one of the first places we went to when we moved up here was Bauman's. And it's a small shop, it's a family-owned business. It's where you run to, like, you're cooking a meal, oh, I forgot a pepper. You run down to Bauman's. You go there weekly, you get your fruits and your vegetables. The corn is amazing, so you know when the corns come out, or the strawberries when it's strawberry season, the asparagus. Like, this is where you go, as opposed to one of the other big box stores or something. And for us, that was a novel experience.
And on their social media, they've gained, through that statement, there was a lot of people sharing their sentiment with the Bauman family, saying how incredibly sad they were because of this situation. So what she said right there was definitely what was echoed on social media. Now, as of right now, we don't know the exact cause of this fire. I'm sure that will come out within the next few hours. If there is an investigation, that should come out within the next maybe few weeks, or it could take up to a few months, and we will continue to follow this story as it develops. Guys, back to you in studio for now.
All right, Chris Lopez out there for us live. Thank you, Chris.
Nine o'clock on this Wednesday morning, July 22nd. Thanks for sticking with us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Ferdman.
I'm jamming along to the music in my head. And I'm Dan Track. That's meteorologist Mark McLean. He's also dancing.
Catchy beat, right?
It is a catchy beat. It is a catchy beat. Do you know the lyrics?
We should do a First Try Friday and just play some of the ARC theme music for like one of the, like some of the ones that we haven't, because there's a whole ton of them in the library.
There's a lot of them, absolutely.
That we probably have never heard so far on
and what do we do? Guess the title of the open based on the
audience
song?
Pick their favorite three. We'll do a poll.
Okay.
Oh, it's not a weather poll. It's a music poll, but we'll have to put it up on like the 13 page or something, or your page or somebody's page.
Do you hear that, God?
Yeah. Okay. As long as Ashley's on board, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yesterday was
trivia.
stormy. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Not to the point that Saturday was, but some spots in western New York did have some problems yesterday with some of the storms that went through, a little bit raucous at times. Weather trivia today, tornadic thunderstorms developed twice since Saturday in New York State. What month features the greatest number of tornadoes in New York State each year? Okay, is it May? Is it June? Is it July and August? And you know what? We had some other special responses on this, courtesy of your little off the top this morning.
Yes.
We'll see those. Ian, David have B. Charlene and Mary have C. Patricia and Audrey have D this morning. Allison, Ed, Barbara, and Cheryl have C. Laura and Betty have D. We've got Yvonne, Maria, Ryan, Joan, Debbie with C. Paul with D. I've got Janet with C. Sue and Barbara have C. Steve and Debbie have A. Mark's down for D. Louis has C, Cassandra C, Barbara S has D, Florence C. Have a great day too. Sandra has D, Jim B. Good morning. Rod, oh boy, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, keep these, let us read these. Rod B would not do it for any amount of money.
I'm with you, Rod.
What if he had like one of the log grabbers like next to the fireplace and you can reach in and...
If that...
Yeah.
Why do you have that in a porta potty?
Well, you never know what you're going to need in there. Diane, potty retrieval.
Diane Morrison, good morning.
Read that one. Read it. Dan.
Potty retrieval, $50. wrap it in toilet paper, use the alcohol sanitizer on hands, clean it with alcohol when you get home, and spend it or exchange it at the store.
That would be
Listen.
Exchange it at the store?
I feel like
right on point.
I feel like Diane might have done this at some point. This is a thought out plan.
Tahuti, at least 50. He's got C.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Karen D. Thank you, Karen. We really appreciate you guys watching. Kyla, Babs, and Barb have C. Thanks, Babs. Yeah, it's a September feel out there. Herb is C. Aw, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And Mark smile.
Well, I try to. Kevin C, Ron
The
D, Tim
whites.
B. Well, they're mostly pearly whites. Robert has A. Speaking of gross things, Katie, Robert's wife, has C. Greg B. Dawn, Greg's wife, D. Lisa and her dad, C. Don and Kelly, C. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Holy
Cheryl and Dave, C.
This has got to be a record breaker. Right?
You make our day just for watching. Richard and Eva, C. Have a great day. Jim and Heather, C. Kevin, B. Kelly and Kevin's wife, D. And one more page. Frank and Mary, Pat, D. Dakota and Marianne, C. David, D. Judy, David's wife, C. And if you can't tell, time is one thing that we have a lot of on.
Ashley, do you know how many responses that was?
Yeah, that's got to be.
That was 55,
That's not a record.
So not the most.
Wow.
We had almost 70 last weekend one. But it is fun seeing some of the responses to your
It is.
It is.
Hottie trivia.
Well, and you changed your response.
I didn't know like it was like floating on.
It's right on top.
Like I'm thinking you got to go.
No, you don't have to go in. Right on top. How much?
Push whatever's in there aside.
Don't look at me.
I got a story about.
He'd go in for a nickel.
I don't know if it's necessarily appropriate for television, but it was at a Buffalo Bills game.
Okay,
it didn't end well for a Miami Dolphins fan.
Oh no.
Wound up.
Didn't wind up well for a Miami.
Okay, how did it
Did
end
they
up?
tip him over?
What happened?
In the porta potty?
I think it would have worked out better if it actually tipped over.
What happened?
Very excited football fan for the Buffalo Bills. Ran full steam, defensive lineman-sized man, ran full steam at the door of the porta potty.
Uh-huh.
And it tipped to maybe a 45-degree angle.
No.
And the door busted off the top hinge and the bottom hinge, but somehow the middle hinge held the door. So the door was stuck in such a fashion that he couldn't get out. So you imagine being 45 degrees in a porta potty with a door that's smashed in halfway and you can't get out. I think I just unlocked Abby's greatest fear. Fear factor, Abby.
Can I ask a question here?
Yes.
Technicality.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Well, it was a string of porta potties tied together.
That's fine.
That all.
That's fine. I want to know, were the pants around the ankles or was just the fly down?
I didn't want to see the aftermath, so I didn't look inside.
You know what I'm asking.
Yes, I know what you're asking.
We resumed our tailgate, and the pack of wild animals that conducted this experiment cheered very loudly and proceeded to walk towards the stadium.
Wow.
They left him in there?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
He's not been seen since. Lower your flags, ladies
Pick a month.
and gentlemen.
Pick a month. Which month do we get tornadoes in New York State?
I'll go July.
Yep.
You guys nailed it.
Woo.
But you saw it over there, you cheaters.
We didn't.
28% of the state's historical tornadoes are in July. No, I know. You're on these things because we always get them. Here's the dogs of the day. Allie and Delilah. We've got a really cool one tomorrow, too. I just saw on 13wham.com/chime in. We've got a QR code, too. If you want to send us pics of your pups, your cats, butterflies on there. I saw all sorts of stuff today. There's that.
People have butterflies?
I don't know. In a garden, though. It was a pretty photo. And also there's lots of weather photos, obviously, with some of the tree damage. But today, a little bit of wet paws out there. Looks pretty good the next few days. I think by Sunday, we're going to raise that up a little bit, too. Could be a few wet paws around. And speaking of wet, only 5 days this month have had rain, okay? But one of the days this month had nearly all of the rain. 3.01 inches last Saturday. And those storms that rolled through have us almost 2.5 inches above normal. What is not above normal is the temperature. It's in the 60s, and when you see a 56 in Warsaw, guess what? You're not getting into the 60s today. I mean, it's going to be one of these really, really cool days. But there is a little sunshine outside now. There are enough openings in the clouds that technically it's overcast at the airport, but we are seeing a few limited breaks with that wind out of the west. And one little lonely shower out in Wayne County seems to be lifting back over the lake. No big deal there. We'll leave it in as an isolated chance today, but we think that most of today is going to be A-OK as that colder air rushes in behind that cold front. So it's large high pressure for the rest of the week. If you have outdoor plans for the rest of the week, your timing is great. Large high pressure keeping the Great Lakes weather quiet through parts of New England as well. Looking pretty good for us. So the forecast for temps after this cold air starts to move out by the weekend, we'll be back to the pool weather and temps in the mid 80s. So hour by hour we go. Low 70s may be a dream today. We'll see. The normal is 83. It's natural air conditioning for you. Tonight we're going to drop back to the low 50s. That's a mild July night with the clouds fading away. And your 7-day forecast here showing the seasonable weather for Friday. And again, we'll get back to the 80s. Some thunder around on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but not a washout at this point.
Nice little break today.
Yeah.
It's nice and green out. Obviously, we had way too much rain on Saturday. Yesterday, we had downpours. Some of the Doppler estimates around an inch or more west. So things are green for this time of the year. I looked at the front yard this morning. I was like, wow, this is not July. I mean, it started hot. We had a hot start to the month, too. So we've had heat and rain, which is really
We've got another week left and all of August, my friend.
Yep.
Nice stuff.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
We still have much more to come here on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we're continuing to look ahead to this year's Veg Fest with the help of one of the local vendors.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. ARC Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around, we're back after this.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, and we're just grabbing a quick mic check from you. If you just could say your first and last name.
Robert Ockman.
Very good. It smells excellent.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Garbage plate there. (9:14) this morning, we're continuing our preview of the Rochester Veg Fest, which is taking over Parcel 5 next month. Today, we're spotlighting one of the vendors that will be featured at the festival, Moonshadow Kitchen.
The restaurant specializes in fully gluten-free and plant-based meals. This morning, they brought along a dish for us to try. We're joined now by Robert Uckman, the owner of Moonshadow Kitchen. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
This is exciting for you. You were at Veg Fest last year.
Correct.
Coming back for a second year. Why make the return?
Well, the first year, I think in 2.5 hours, I sold out of everything I had. The response was amazing for me. I wish I had brought more, so this year we're definitely going to be a little bit more prepared prepared for it, and I just loved the vibe. I loved the customer base that was out there. It was just a fantastic time until the rain.
Until the rain, yes. For someone who's unfamiliar with Moonshadow, paint us a picture. Tell us all about it.
So, as mentioned, we're fully gluten-free, and part of that is because my girlfriend had some sensitivity to gluten. So I said, well, you know, it's really hard to guarantee gluten-free in any restaurant if you're not fully that. So I decided, you know what, we love the plant-based meal, why not just incorporate that into it also? So it definitely sets us apart. We're definitely unique in that way, and it really opens up the menu options for everybody that comes by.
Tell us a little bit about the dishes that you brought with you here today. I imagine folks will be able to get their hands on this at Veg Fest, yes?
Yes, both of these will be offered at Veg Fest. The first one is one of our breakfast sandwiches. It's very hard to find a plant-based breakfast sandwich, and this one, it has our homemade bacon jam on it. So it is a just egg with bacon jam, a little bit of sauteed onion, or some lettuce, and also some feta. A lot of times we actually do a whipped feta for it. Today it's just the crumbled feta, but absolutely phenomenal.
Wow.
And since we're going to be in Rochester, I had to bring in our Rochester style plate. It is our mac salad, home fries, and our own special meat sauce that contains absolutely no meat.
I'm going to dive in.
Yeah.
For sure.
You said do you want to try this, Abigail?
No, you know, you never get to try the food that comes in, so I'm going to let you.
Hold this, feel the weight of this thing. Feel the weight of this thing. Since you mentioned, since we're in Rochester, where is Moonshadow located?
Moonshadow is actually in Penn Yan. We work currently out of the Windmill Farm and Craft Market out there on Saturdays. It's fantastic, about 150 different vendors. So not only can you get great food there, but you also have time to spend, shop around, and look around. So we really enjoy being out there. We also do some meal prep and catering private events, items like that.
Yeah, I can. This is where it's at. I can tell you right now.
Tell us about the meat hot on this, meat hot, in quotes.
Right, so we use a pea protein or a soy protein. It depends on availability. This particular one is actually soy protein, but normally we do it with a pea protein that we mix with traditional seasonings that you would find in the traditional plate.
I mean, it's absolutely delightful. Talk to us about the rest of the menu. We saw some pictures earlier, and it looked like there was some chocolate on there or something.
So we have done some chocolate truffles. We make our own truffles that are all plant-based and dairy-free. I have done actual chocolate molds before.
Oh, wow.
That is a unique and challenging process, so we don't bring those out too much, but...
Where did you get the idea or the desire to open Moonshadow?
So part of it was because I, for health reasons, decided that I needed to go more to a plant-based diet and vegan diet. And then also being a meditation teacher, that whole idea of what's good for your soul. And so I feel we use the tagline that the peace begins on your plate at Moonshadow Kitchen, because you're not having any suffering that's going into that meal that you're eating. So it's just that whole overall encompassing way that I want to live my life. And so if I can live my life that way and extend that to others, it's just a very positive experience for me.
Love that.
Thank you so much for coming in today. We appreciate it. For somebody who wants to come to Veg Fest, we know these two items will be on the menu. Anything else?
We're going to have our style of birria tacos. They'll be there. We make our own consomme for it. The filling we season and make ourselves. And then I am hoping to figure out I do a burnt end. Barbecue burnt end pieces that are phenomenal. I'm trying to figure out how to make them in more of a bulk, and hopefully those will be brought along also.
Very nice. Don't miss it. Rochester Veg Fest, August 23rd, Parcel 5 in Rochester. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
And don't forget, each Wednesday leading up to the festival, we'll be joined by another local vendor who's participating in this year's Veg Fest, getting a taste of what they're bringing to the table this year.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more coming your way on the other side of the break, including when we come back, Stephanie Joseph is breaking down some of our top political headlines.
The Political Pulse is coming up next.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Thank you for being here. Just doing a quick.
Thanks for the invite.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's time for a political pulse check here on ARC Rochester. Canada is facing the threat of new tariffs from President Trump. Now, he announced a 50% tariff on some imports this week, citing a 1930 trade law that allows him to bypass Congress for approval. It's a law used when the U.S. believes a country is discriminating against American goods, which President Trump claims is happening with U.S. auto, alcohol, and cheese exports to Canada. $20 billion of Canadian goods are subject to the tariffs, including electric equipment, hockey sticks, and even beer. Ontario Premier Doug Ford is vowing to fight back. In a post on X, he said Canada needs to be united, standing up to President Trump and hitting back tariff for tariff until they get a fair trade deal. This is sparking concerns about an all-out trade war.
The potash, the oil, we're their #1 customer in the world. They need to feel the pain rather than us constantly feeling the pain.
And to help break down these new tariffs, which are set to take effect in less than 30 days, I'm joined by Dr. Jason Russell, a labor studies professor at SUNY Empire State. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Of course. So I want to start out with kind of what you heard from the premier. Canada, it's our second largest partner in this, in trading, for example. $20 billion worth of goods. That's a lot. What sort of impact could these new tariffs have on American consumers?
Well, any tariff is passed on to the consumer. It's passed on through the company that's buying the product from Canada or from another country, and then it's marked up and the cost is going to be passed on to the consumer. Some of these products, though, are highly specialized, not hockey sticks, obviously, but it's agricultural products, animal products, for example. Bone marrow is one of the things that's going to be tariffed. So they're not necessarily things that you're going to see right away, that the average consumer is going to see right away. They're tariff costs that will be borne by companies that are buying those products. So eventually it is possible we'll get onto the actual sticker price of something.
For sure. I want to talk about the law that's being used here, dating back to the Great Depression, obviously a different time in the economy. It wasn't even popular then. Why do you think that President Trump is employing this? What sort of impact could using this law have?
Well, this is part of the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act, and it does go back a long way. And the Smoot-Hawley tariff, this particular law is partially blamed for part of the impact of the Great Depression. And clearly he's frustrated with a recent Supreme Court decision that circumscribed his ability to use other tariff laws, other existing laws to impose tariffs. So he's sort of reaching for a test case here, because there isn't a consensus among trade experts that this is even a legal move to take, that this law is still actually valid. But this is born out of clearly frustration and the issue of having to go before Congress to pass a tariff bill against one country or a number of countries, because that would be time consuming.
And I want to talk about what's going on right now, negotiations with the U.S., Mexico, and Canada trade agreement. Does something like this maybe give the U.S. a bit of an upper hand because this threat is so front and center?
Well, I know in Canada that a lot of Canadian policymakers believe that this is part of the bargaining process of dealing with President Trump, that maybe these tariffs will not actually go into effect, that he's trying to ramp up some pressure to get USMCA renegotiated. The talks with Mexico that the U.S. has had with Mexico are farther along than the talks that have been going on with Canada. And there really haven't been any three-way discussions between the three countries so far. So I think time will tell. These tariffs, again, might not come into effect a month from now, depending on how President Trump feels progress is being made on the broader bargaining front with USMCA.
And we have noticed that obviously this isn't the first time that President Trump has issued a threat of tariffs to any global country, specifically Canada as well. How do you see things sort of shaping out? The Ontario Premier is saying they're going to fight back. What could that mean for the global marketplace when it comes to all the different goods?
Well, Ontario Premier Doug Ford is sometimes called Canada's Donald Trump, not quite on the same scale, but he is a populist, a conservative populist. But it's important to remember that in Canada, as in the United States, the provinces can't set international trade policy for the Canadian government, and the states have some. Similarly, the states have some leeway over what products are sold and how they're sold and so on. But really, it's going to come down to what Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney and his government choose to do when it comes to trade policy. One of the irritants that's bothered the Trump administration is that the majority of Canadian provinces removed American alcohol from the shelves of their liquor stores. In Ontario, the Liquor Control Board of Ontario, the LCBO, was the world's single biggest retailer of alcohol, believe it or not. So that has had an impact, particularly on the sale of Kentucky bourbon, of all things. But again, what the premiers say doesn't matter nearly as much as what the prime minister says at the end of the day.
It kind of sounds like even though these tariffs haven't gone into effect just yet, the threat or even the previous history of other tariffs is still going to have an impact on the U.S. marketplace because a lot of people will be saying, well, let's pull our stuff off the shelves or not support American businesses.
Yes, that is true, and it's just the impact of costs being passed on to consumers with the conflict with Iran right now. The price of oil and oil products and petroleum products has gone up, especially gasoline. The price of gasoline has gone up dramatically. So all of these additional costs, whether it's because of the war in Iran or because of tariff costs are being passed on to consumers, that's all coming out of people's pocketbooks at the end of the day.
Yeah, and we'll certainly be keeping an eye on this. We have about 30 days left to see if these actually go into effect, but a lot to follow here. Dr. Jason Russell, thank you so much for your time and expertise.
Thank you.
And be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We are back after this.
Like I could get behind a company like that.
Hey, mic check, 1, 2.
Mic check 1, 2, 3. First responders.
We're continuing to follow breaking news. Crews battling a massive fire at a popular farmers market in Penfield.
Chris Lopez has been live from Bownham's Farm Market and greenhouses all morning where that fire broke out early this morning. Chris, what's the latest?
Yeah, good morning, guys. There seems to be almost no more first responders here. I've seen an SUV with the firefighter get out of it as of late. I would say maybe there are about 3 or 4 left here on scene at the moment. Totally different story when we first arrived here, probably about 5 hours ago. There was tons of first responders here putting out that fire and working on different hot spots that were still going at that point. The images you're looking at right now show what was going on earlier. It shows you the firefighters' efforts in putting this out. Dozens of firefighters, like I said, that were here, as well as different first responders. There was multiple aerial ladders used to get above the structure to spray down at the fire and put it out. And from what the Bauman's family said on their social media, as well as their website, that the damage does seem to be centered around their main market. That is completely gutted and destroyed. That's probably where they sell all of their goods from. And we spoke to a few Penfield residents a little bit earlier, and I asked one of them, do you think that this is the end of Bauman's? And this is what they had to say.
I hope not. I truly hope not. I mean, it's hard to be a farmer. It is hard to have a market like that. I know, but I hope not. I really don't, because that's a staple in our community. We pray for them and pray for them to rebuild the market.
Now, as of right now, we don't know the cause of this fire. I'm sure that will either come out in the next few hours, or if there's an investigation within the next few weeks to a few months as firefighters work on finding out the cause of this. I'm sure we'll continue to follow this story as well. Now, earlier, the roads were closed, but that doesn't seem to be the case right now. All roads are now completely open. That's reflected by the traffic going through right now. And that is 5 Mile Line Road as well as Plank Road. Those are open. Guys, back to you in studio.
All right. Chris, thank you. We appreciate it.
$9:33 this Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. The big 4th of July travel rush is in the rearview mirror this morning. But if you haven't taken a summer vacation just yet, well, you're not too late.
Yeah, from mountain getaways to luxury beach destinations, late summer can actually be one of the best times to find a deal and avoid some of the biggest crowds. Joining us now, we have travel expert Janine Tornatore with some of her top destinations for the rest of the season. Janine, where are you right now?
Well, I'm coming to you from one of those beautiful mountain destinations. I'm here in Breckenridge, Colorado, where daytime temperatures in the 70s, those cool evenings, no humidity. I know you guys have had some heat out there in Rochester, so I think a lot of people can really appreciate. You're up in the mountains at 10,000 feet elevation, so you just have amazing, beautiful summer days here. And, you know, they just wrapped up their first ever wildflower week. So they're in this wildflower season. You still have another month of enjoying all these beautiful alpine blooms here. Of course, this destination is known for outdoor adventure. There's literally something for everyone here, whether you're into hiking or mountain biking or fly fishing, or you just want to take a scenic gondola ride to the top of the mountain. And another thing I love about these mountain destinations is after dark experiences. Here in Breckenridge, they just recently became the first Colorado mountain community designated as an international dark sky community. So you can do guided stargazing hikes, astronomy programs. They even have full moon yoga. And, you know, it's a growing culinary destination here. There's lots of chef-driven restaurants, and they're really big on arts and culture here as well. In fact, in late August, you can come up and experience the Breckenridge International Festival of Arts. So lots going on here for the summer. And by the way, if you're looking forward to fall and you're one of those people that wants to get in your cozy sweater by mid-September, they are one of the first to fall destinations here in Colorado where you can experience fall colors that early in the season.
I mean, it looks absolutely lovely. Some of that B-roll, the sky, that night sky, gorgeous. But Janine, listen, we have great summer weather. We have the Great Lakes that we can go to, but I also need some palm trees in my life.
As do a lot of travelers. And if you haven't taken that maybe Caribbean vacation yet this summer, late summer is one of the best times to get to some of these beach destinations and find less crowds, more availability. And I love it because this is a great time of year. If you've always wanted to trade up for those more luxury resorts and experiences, this is when you go to do it. So a couple to put on your list for late summer: St. Thomas in the Caribbean. This is great because if you're a U.S. traveler, you do not need a passport. And there's some really compelling rates at beautiful resorts like the Ritz-Carlton St. Thomas. This is a property that is 30 acres overlooking the beautiful Great Bay. You're just 20 minutes from the airport, so very convenient. 125-foot infinity pool here, really family friendly. They even have their own catamaran to take you out snorkeling and on those island excursions. Of course, you have the beautiful Ritz-Carlton Spa. So this is a great one you want to trade up for that luxury experience. Also, South America this time of year, places like Bogota are really popular and a great time to go in late summer when the crowds start to diminish a little bit. Here you've got places like the W Bogota, 30 minutes from the airport, right in the heart of the city. They're known for things like their signature wet deck, their away spa, got great access to all those great Bogota restaurants and shopping and nightlife. And this is one of those things where you can get that luxury city experience and combine it with exploring Colombia's coffee region or their Caribbean coast. So that's a nice pick. And then also, I love the Dominican Republic. I love it even more this time of year when there aren't the crowds and you can go to places like the St. Regis Cap Cana Resort and get really great rates. This is actually one of the Dominican Republic's newest resorts, opened in 2025, the first St. Regis in the country. Cap Cana is this kind of exclusive area of Dominican, just 15 minutes from the airport. You're steps away from some of the top-ranked Caribbean golf courses. This resort, you get 200 luxury rooms and suites. A lot of them have those swim-out accommodations, the private white sand beaches. You really can't go wrong. But again, go this time of year. If you're looking for luxury, trade up for it because this is the time of year you can do that.
Looking at that blue water, it was like hypnotizing.
I know. Yeah. It's just fantastic. Okay, so personally, Janine, you're in Breckenridge right now. Where's your next destination?
Ooh, I'm actually doing a family Florida trip, a big multi-gen trip down to Florida. So we're going to be enjoying the beaches and the heat down there. But I'm telling you, this week I'm enjoying this nice, cool respite. You know, the temperatures are just perfect here. That's one of my favorite things. And yesterday I did the Alpine slide and the mountain coaster. Today I'm going to hit some trails on the bike. So I'm just enjoying where I am at the moment.
How cool is that?
Absolutely lovely.
Janine, if folks want to check out more on your travel thoughts or even get some guidance, hit them with the social media.
Yes, follow me on Instagram. I'm at The Outside Insider.
Terrific. Janine Tornatore, thank you so much. Coming in from the Heights in Colorado. We appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
We have much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're taking you behind the curtain of Geva Theatre's new production, Taking the Stage Tomorrow.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around, we're back after this. Good morning.
Thanks for coming in,
Great,
Abby.
I appreciate you.
Hi, Dan.
Dan,
Pleasure.
Abby, great to meet
Good
you
morning.
both.
How are you?
How's it going?
Good to see you.
Okay, good, very good, thank you.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. So do you. I love your dress.
Wow, you're like dressed.
And your tie. Oh my gosh.
Thank
you. Guys are cute. We're very complimentary against one another with our teal.
I like it. All right, they're just grabbing a quick mic check. Can we have you say your first and last name?
Hello, I'm Angela Ingersoll.
Sounds good to me. How's it back there?
Perfect.
Excellent. Okay. Welcome back. Some of Judy Garland's most beloved songs are about to take center stage. From Over the Rainbow to the Trolley Song, a special concert celebrating the Hollywood icon is coming to Geva Theatre.
Yeah, this morning we're getting a closer look at the show and what you, the audience, can expect. For more, we're joined now by Emmy-nominated performer Angela Ingersoll, the star of the show. Thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm thrilled to be here.
So I want to dive right back in and pick up the conversation. During the commercial break, we were discussing the striking resemblance that you bear to Judy Garland. I mean, from head to toe.
Thank you. I've been told that since I was a very little girl, actually. Judy was known for going through her awkward stage, for being an in-between. She wasn't as pretty as the other girls on the MGM lot, like, say, Lana Turner and Elizabeth Taylor. And I was always that kind of little girl, too, even as a child. I started singing when I was 5 years old. Judy started singing when she was 2 years old. And so I learned to sing, singing along with her. I was always, loud, that old kind of vaudeville style, singing to the back wall. But when I was a kid, it was Annie. I was an Annie belter as well. But everybody said, did anybody ever tell you look like Judy Garland? No matter what play I do, I'm an actor who also does other kinds of plays and things. I did a production of Carousel, and everybody said, do you know that you look like Judy Garland? I was like, well, I was going for Shirley Jones, but yeah, exactly. It's just always been here with me. I'm 5 feet tall. She was 4'11". We've got same crooked teeth. It's like my calling. I was built for this.
So I imagine that having this performance coming up, I mean, it's got to feel really good.
Oh yeah, I get to do this concert all over the country. My partner and I, my husband, we have a production company called Artist Lounge Live, and we produce concerts all over the country. And so we're thrilled to partner with Geva because I've never been up here to this area, to Rochester. So this is our first time up here. We just produced the Elvis concert that was there for everybody who liked that sort of thing. And Geva have been phenomenal hosts. We're having a great time here. So I've got band rehearsal coming up at the theater this afternoon so that we can get ready for all the shows that start tomorrow.
So let me ask, in that kind of going back to where we started, in that you've kind of been a little bit Judy Garland since you were 5.
Yeah.
Does your life mirror hers at all? I hope only the good parts?
Oh, goodness. Well, even Judy Garland doesn't have a monopoly on heartache. Sure, I think there are ways that we can all relate to some of the more... some of the sad stories, that we've heard about Judy, too. So my journey has been on the stage my whole life, like hers. I haven't done so much of the film, but where I belong is the stage, and that's what we share in common most, I think, is that Judy belonged on a stage. When she had a live audience, she said, I'm a woman who wants to take 40 million people into my arms. She could make you feel what she was feeling. She had a magic and a love. She really needed people, and she could just pour her heart into yours, and she wanted yours back. And so the energy she could create in a live performance was just so much more powerful and magnetic even than she is in movies. She's beautiful in movies as well. But corseted young Judy was never quite my favorite. I like 60s Judy. I like pantsuit Judy out there just like on stage. It's one person and a spotlight just surviving against everything the world throws them. It's that survivorship that I really admire about her.
We named some of the songs while we were doing the introduction to the segment, but what is your favorite?
Oh, it changes all of the time. I love singing The Man That Got Away. It's a really luscious, gorgeous piece of music that was written for her, Harold Arlen and Ira Gershwin. But also during her time, she sang a lot of the oldies. You know, I know we're going to be doing a lot of oldies at the Judy Show, but they're songs you know, because they're songs that we keep passing down through generations. They're great songs. So she sang a lot of oldies in her time. You know, Get Happy was older than her. Smile is one that I really like. I do Smile.
Can I ask what one spoke to you first as a child?
Oh, goodness gracious. It's Over the Rainbow for all of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, we're all introduced to her when we're children. So Over the Rainbow, and then maybe, Zing Went the Strings of My Heart. That was her anthem before Over the Rainbow was written. When she was a little girl starting out in vaudeville, she auditioned for MGM with her favorite song, Zing Went the Strings of My Heart. And it was the one that she dedicated to her father. So I tell a story about her father and their deep love for one another right before singing that song, and dedicates it to him. I dedicate it to my father as well. It's a very, very moving song, and it's a joyful way to remember losing someone you love, actually. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Not that you need it, but for somebody who wants to go, it's happening at Geva Theatre July 22nd through August 2nd. And we'll post all the ticketing information that you need over on our website.
Yeah, that's gevatheatre.org.
Look at you. You got that down, too.
I did my homework.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Wednesday morning.
Yeah, we're talking trends on the other side of the break. time to see what's trending, starting with a fast food chain implementing a controversial new rule.
Steak and Shake introducing QR codes at soda machines in order to stop soda theft.
Okay, so diners are only able to fill up their cups after scanning a QR code that they get after buying a drink.
Once scanned, customers have free range to fill up for a limited amount of time.
According to Steak and Shake, their system limits each regular beverage to a very generous 40-ounce serving so they can keep prices affordable and maintain self-service refills.
They also went on to say they do still offer free refills with this idea, but customers must scan their code before refilling.
The new scanners have gotten a lot of heat on social media, many people claiming that they plan to boycott the restaurant because of it.
The restaurant says the QR code implementation has been rolling out slowly since 2024, but has gotten some negative attention after a TikTok went viral within the last month.
Some users are saying this new idea is a joke, claiming the business is just trying to find a way to lock up a profitable item.
There are some on the opposite side of the spectrum who say it's a pretty smart idea, claiming it'll keep customers honest.
Majority, though, are just mad that they can't use their water cups to get free soda when they go out to eat. And yeah, listen, if you're boycotting the restaurant, you're probably one of the soda thieves. So go ahead and boycott all day. I would say we've reached a sad point in the world when we've got to keep the soda locked up by QR code.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we can't trust you to actually pay for it. Yeah. That's pretty pathetic.
It's just be a good person.
You know, the deodorant at the grocery store, and you know how they lock all that stuff up?
Oh, yeah.
I understand them having to lock up some items. I get it, but like you're at a fast food joint. You're at Steak and Shake. Come on.
Yeah. I'm with you. I agree.
All right, let's move along. You've heard of catfishing. Well, now get ready for pet fishing.
The term pet fishing refers to those who are using other people's pets to secure matches and connections in the dating scene.
Yeah, I want to use Jaybird for a photo.
Well, you can't even get her name right. So. Listen, she would get you plenty of swipes.
Yeah?
She's a cute girl.
Yeah, she is. For example, using a photo with your friend's golden retriever to make yourself appear friendly and loving, or lying and saying you're a cat dad when you actually don't own one to begin with.
It's becoming a growing trend among singles, many saying they've swiped on others believing they were pet parents only to find out the truth later.
According to dating experts, pet fishing can fuel the illusion of compatibility and closeness.
Experts say singles who show pets in their dating profiles are likely to get more matches than those who do not show off their animals.
Someone might appear... What?
1 minute.
Oh. So I thought you were commenting on my dating life, or lack thereof. Someone might appear like an adventurous dog person or caring cat owner when in reality, they're simply creating a facade.
Many singles say they have connected with these misleading matches and said it crossed a line.
According to some singles who have been pet fished, they are against the idea, writing, "You wouldn't borrow someone else's baby to show off your potential parental skills, so why do it with a pet?"
Listen, this is obviously, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
I think what's also weird is coming up with a new word for just being a jerk.
Yeah, just being a weirdo.
Like, I keep getting these, it's the maxing things. It's the
I know.
Gen Z terms.
Yeah.
Everything is maxing now.
We coin a phrase for everything, and half the time they're not new. The idea is not new.
No.
It's new to them because they're new. You know what I mean?
We have a lot of Gen Zers in the room.
It's true. Don't go anywhere. When ARC Rochester returns, time for our final thoughts.
We'll be right back.
we got lucky with Indy, except for the fact that she gets up at crack acid dawn every day.
Okay, you're streaming on YouTube.
YouTube right now. You got to watch.
Sorry,
it.
Mom. Sorry, Dad. Mark apologizes for his foul language.
No, I don't. Actually.
It's just that response. That was in the delivery. That is the delivery with which I needed you to come in here last week and call her a flight attendant.
Yeah. That was fun. That was.
Oh, you were off. You
was
missed
that. That was a fun segment.
I got makeup on my dress, and I had my grandmother's pin that I keep in my purse, which is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
But it did look like a name tag, and the dress did look a little bit like I was a flight attendant. And then
if you turned it upside down, it could have been a doorbell.
She kept on saying, "Hello, welcome to American Airlines."
Didn't say it once.
Hey, that does it for us here on ARC Rochester. We're back tomorrow morning at 4:57.
Yep. Join Steph and Mark later today for 13 Wham News at midday.
Bye.